Alright, so Ainmhícon 2026. Um, Jesus Christ. I didn't record as much as I would like to, mainly because, one, it happens every single con where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna vlog this one, and then I forget to take footage because I'm too excited. There is some footage I did take of the opening ceremony, but I'm not gonna upload it on here, mainly because I didn't get everyone's permission on there, and it didn't feel right to me to upload that. So I have it, but I'm not gonna use it. So if any of you guys do want it, who were there, I can share it with you guys. I'm just not gonna share it on YouTube because I was originally, and then I was like, you know what? I didn't get everyone's permission, so I'm not gonna. But yeah. I only got one person's permission, but I still don't feel comfortable using anything else, and I still don't really want to use it. But yeah. Ainmhícon 2026. You can see some of the footage that I had of getting there, because I thought recording the journey would be funny because of the protests, which, speaking of, my roommate couldn't make it because of the protests. Guys, it wasn't fun. I was very sad. I still am very sad because they were so excited for this convention and then they couldn't go, and so yeah, I had a whole room to myself. I felt a bit guilty about it, not gonna lie, but you know. Anyway, let's talk about the con. It's been like now, it's Wednesday now, so it's been like 2 days. I've had it's technically my second day in recovery, because I had a college assignment on the Monday and I had to do a presentation on it, which, oh, that was a fun experience, because I talked about Ainmhícon because it was kind of a placement thing, and I was talking about it in the Ainmhícon group chat because I was like, yeah, guys, look at me. I'm like a walking advertisement. I'm in like, I was wearing the Ainmhícon t-shirt. I had the tote bag. I had my badge because I didn't give a fuck, man. And I still don't. I don't care. But I could give less of a fuck about what people think about me. Like, I'm so open about being a furry that I just don't care. I really just do not care. And, it got to the point where, like, I posted like that on my, like, in the like Ainmhícon group chat, and after the presentation, someone texted me being like, hey, so one of my friends is in your class right now, and the person who sent that text, they're not a furry, by the way. I just want to preface that. If somehow they find this video, which I hope they don't, but if they somehow do, they're not a furry, but they're friends with that furry, and they were like, yeah, so were you at that? And I was like, yeah. They're like, oh, that furry is in your class. And it turns out that the other person who that was the other class rep, because I'm the other class rep. So both class reps, well, one is a furry, and then one is like friends with a furry, which is really funny. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny. It's also just one of those cases where, like, I'm so open about being a furry that I just don't give a fuck. I really just do not care, and it just leads to great stories. Of course, like that one. I also had other stories of, like, my dad having furries in his taxi, and my dad being all like, yeah, guess what? My son's also a furry. Do you guys follow him? And I'm like, yeah, Dad, I know everybody. I kind of know everybody. Or I know of everybody. I don't exactly know everybody, but I know of basically everybody, usually. And when I don't, I'm like, who are you? I get so excited when I meet new furries. I'm like, who are you? You're cool. I want to know more about you. I'm so weirdly extroverted, but in like an introvert's body. No, I'm having one of those things again where it's like, no, Lorcan, that's not what an introvert means. Introvert doesn't necessarily mean you hate people. You just get drained from social interaction. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is not at all what I was getting into. Anyway, about the con, I'm still on a come down of, like, the high of the convention, because holy shit. because this is my first time volunteering at a convention, but was also my first time, like, being at a furry convention. I could have gone to Anther Irish a few times, but it's all the way down in Cork, and that's a bit long drive, and I was like, I don't know. I'm still considering it. I would like to go at least once to see what it's like. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I was considering it this year, but I chose Ambi mainly because it's closer to where I live. So, yeah. And also, I really just wanted this convention to go well, and so I was like, right, I'm going to go to this convention instead. And Athra is just sold out now, so whatever. And like, I had some of my friends want to go to Scotia a few years ago, but I just didn't have the money, so I didn't end up going. And now I have another friend who's really desperately wanting me to go to Scotia, same friend who couldn't go to Ambi, unfortunately. And so, yeah, we're trying to plan that out, and hopefully we can go to Scotia. But, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm just so all over the place. But yeah, it's my very first furrycon. Really. I did make a video a while ago where Confuzzles was online, and it was a free entry, but that wasn't really a furrycon. Anyway, like, that wasn't an actual furry convention, it was just an online thing. So this is my first actual real furry convention, which is insane. I say my biggest regret of this con is not going to any panels, and it's not that I didn't want to. There was panels I wanted to go to, but then I was always late, and they were already started at that point, and then I didn't want to be that person to walk in late to a panel. I don't know, I'm like that even with class. Like, if I'm late for a class, I just won't go. So I don't start, like, the awkwardness of, like, walking in, so I just won't go. It's really embarrassing, but, like, it's a thing. I just won't. And so that's the one thing, I kept missing panels when they were starting, because either I was too busy yapping, or I was going to get food, because that's what happened to the first panel I really wanted to go to. I was fucking starving, and I really needed food. And so I went and got food, and then I was like, shit, I missed that panel, and I was like, fuck. And then I was like, oh, it's fine. And then I realized that was the only real panel I really wanted to go to. There was 2 others I wanted to go to, but I just didn't go because I forgot they were on. And then I was like, shit. And then I was like, fuck. And I didn't want to go in because I was like, I mean, I could go now, but I'm also like, I didn't want to be that person to walk in late. I know it's so, like, it's such a weird, stupid thing with me, but I just won't do it. Same with class. If I'm late for a class, I just won't do it. I don't know why. It's just the embarrassment. I just can't. And if anyone has tips to help with this, please give me tips, because it's so stupid. Because I missed panels I actually really wanted to go to. Like, there was one panel I really wanted to go to on Sunday, but I think it started in the middle of my shift, so I was like, fuck. And so I was like, I wanted to go in, but I was too scared. It's funny because I know the person who was running it, so they would have been fine with it, but I was still like, no, I'm not going in. Like, I hate myself. I don't know why I'm like this, but like, yeah. It's so weird. I don't know what it is. It's just, I think it's like being perceived and like having eyes on me, which is so funny, because if you were to ask me to direct the first 2 photos, I'd be like, I love yelling at people, please. But also, again, I do YouTube, right? I get perceived all the time, right? And also, if you know me or if you see me at the con, you know I'm a loud motherfucker, right? I am loud, but going in late to a panel, no, it's just embarrassing. I can't do it. We all have our things, and that's just my thing. I can't go in late, and I don't know if anyone else like this. Please, I don't want to feel around this, but yeah, I missed a lot of panels because of that. And I feel really sad that I missed a lot of panels, because there was a lot of my friends hosting panels, and I missed their panels, and I felt bad. I felt so bad, but I can't do it. I'm sorry. Alright. Let's actually get to the actual meat and potatoes of Ambi, and me not being an annoying little prick. Um, I'm sorry, I'm very giddy and I got the giggles, and I'm trying to record the serious part of the video, and I'm like, but can I not just be funny and goofy? Cause that's the mood I'm in. I'm in a funny, goofy mood. I'm not in a heartfelt, let's talk about feelings type shit. I'm like, can I just talk about stupid, funny shit? No, I can't. I have to talk about the serious stuff. It's not that serious, to be honest. It's not that serious. It really isn't. But, like, you know, I have this weird thing of, like, I don't know. I got the giggles. I'm sorry. I got the giggles. This is so fair. When I'm trying to record the nice, touchy-feely stuff. I could reiterate what I wrote in, like, the group chat, but I'm not gonna, because it feels wrong. Alright, I got all the sillies out, and I'm no longer in the gigglies, so I can talk about the good stuff, because otherwise I just won't take it seriously, and then it won't be as heartfelt, and I'm sorry. But yeah. My real personality is really just, that sounds like I put on a fake personality. Look, listen, right, when I'm around people, and what I have on YouTube are two different things, right? It's the neurodiversity in me, I swear to God. But, yeah. If you know me at this con, like, that's me at, like, 110%. And I think that's what I'm trying to say here. Ainmhícon is such a weird experience in the sense of, I've been to so many conventions over the past few years. Now, a lot of these conventions are, like, anime cosplay conventions. So, MegaCon, DCC, which I no longer attend, Ainmhícon, IGM, or Irish Gaming Market. I've been to more. I swear to God, I've been to more. Alright, so to reiterate, right, I've been to many different conventions over the past few years, right? I've been to DCC, which I no longer attend. I've been to MegaCon. I've been to Ainmhícon. I've been to IGM. I've been to, what's it called? Not convention, but FNMY. You know, I've been to, like, a few local fur meets. And, like, you know, and those have all been great, right? And I've also had great experiences with a lot of conventions. MegaCon 2024, MegaCon 2025, and also this past MegaCon too. Ainmhícon 2024. I also have good experiences with most FNMYs. FNMY 2025 was great, you know. FNMY 2024 was good up until a certain point, if you know, you know. But Ainmhícon was a different experience, and I don't know how to explain it other than I felt like home. It felt like home. Most of the time when you're at other conventions, mainly in Ireland, if you know, you know, it's mainly catered to a lot of people, and when you go there, a lot of the time there's people there who don't like furries. But this, of course, being a furry convention, it felt like coming home for the first time, and actually getting to see so many people that I talked to online. I had commissioners come up to me personally and show me art and thank me for art that I made them. I even had someone ask me to sign something for them because they thought it was cool. I wasn't there, unfortunately. And that shit's insane. I joke all the time about being a YouTuber. I joke about it all the time, mainly just to humble myself, because I know I'm a puddle of piss in the ocean, right? And it's the same with me being an artist, right? I joke about it all the time, mainly because it's kind of no secret that, like, I don't think very highly of myself, but I fake it till I make it, right? And I joke about being, I guess, narcissistic, I guess, because I lost my phone in the dealer's den, and I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And I, like, started freaking out, went to con ops, and Skirm had my phone, And they were like, I think I have your phone. And then they were like, unlock it so to prove that it's your phone. And then I was like, Swerve, who else is so self-obsessed to have themselves as their profile picture? Me. But like, or as their lock screen. But like, yeah. Like I joke about it, but like it's a fake it till I make it thing. You know, like I joke about being so self-obsessed, but in reality I'm not. I joke about it because it's one, I think it's funny, and I'm very good at being sarcastic. Like people know that like I'm not at all self-obsessed. If anything, I am the opposite. But seeing people actually genuinely come up to me or want to take pictures or coming up and saying hello, it was really strange in the sense that for the longest time, you kind of feel like for me at least, you kind of feel like you don't have an impact on the people around you, but sometimes you really do. And that can go either one way or the other. And I knew that for a while now, in the terms of me having a negative impact on the community for like the first few years of me being in the community, because I was young, I was dumb, and I thought what I was doing was right when it wasn't. And now I've made a complete 180. And that's still like the one thing that like I'm majorly passionate about. And to see this convention come alive and see so many people enjoying themselves, seeing so many people be so happy, despite the little bumps in the road, and by little bumps in the road, I mean people making assumptions about the convention being run by baby furs, which is hilarious because in that case, pretty much every convention would be on boycott. Because a lot of conventions are run by baby furs, and it's also just, it's not a big deal. It really isn't a big deal, but that's the way young furries are. They just suck. I hate to be that person like that's like, oh, young furries suck, but I'm sorry, but this new TikTok age of furries just suck. Like, they making big deals out of fucking nothing. But that's a whole different thing for a whole different video. But I genuinely just I love this con so much. And I'm not kidding when I say that I'm fully dedicated to this convention. I'm so dedicated to making this con happen each year. And even though there, of course, there's those stupid little bumps in the road, that didn't never deter me. It pissed me off a little bit because I knew it was all from people who weren't even there at the con and didn't do their research, because the con isn't actually run by baby furs, but even if it was, who fucking cares, you know? But it's one of those things where I don't know how to describe it again other than I felt like I was coming home. And that sounds so, I guess, so cheesy, but it's so true. This convention was one of the best weekends of my entire life. And I have so many good memories, and I have so many new friends that I had made, and I really don't know what I would do without this convention, as it's a highlight. There's always cons that I always return back to, right? MegaCon and Ainmhícon are ones that I go back to because I love those conventions. And then Ainmhícon is like my number one priority. If I don't go to MegaCon or Ainmhícon, yeah, I'm gonna be sad. But if I miss another Ainmhícon, it's game over, guys. Because I was so scared I wasn't gonna be able to go to this convention because of the protesters. But I don't know. I love the people who run it. I love every single one of the volunteers, and everyone was just so fucking lovely. And I don't really know how to get it more into words about how much I love this convention. So if you guys are looking for another con to go to, another furry convention to go to that's getting off its feet, and you guys want to say travel outside the US or try a new European con, try Ainmhícon. I'm telling you, the vibes are immaculate, and I'm not just saying that as someone who's a volunteer, but I'm telling you, this is one of the best conventions ever, and is absolutely fucking amazing. And but yeah, anyway, Ainmhícon, if you want to, you know, sponsor the channel, that'd be great. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, 100% full endorsement of this con. I fucking love it. And I just love everybody that I talk to. I loved, there's some, I can't stop smiling. The PCD is hitting, I will say. PCD is hitting pretty bad. But yeah, I honestly, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the next one. But yeah, I don't really have anything else left to say. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm going to have to edit out so much because I'm a yapper. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.